Guys, it's match day, United against Everton, and I have great news for you here on the channel. I have something to tell you about Edwin van der Sar. I have something to tell you about Senne Lammens himself. I have a lot to tell you about Matthew Cuhna. So you want to stick around and subscribe because that is how you'll make me smile, and I will keep bringing you daily updates concerning Manchester United. Only if you do that. For me, if you subscribe on the channel and hit that like, comment, and tell me what you think about the videos. And let's get right into the topic of today. I want to start with Matthias Cuhna. This is a guy who has picked up a hobby recently, and it's not basketball, it's not maybe netball or something. It is martial arts, guys. You all know what martial arts is. Many of us, of course, all of us would like to have something to do with martial arts. You want to be fit. Personally, myself, I'm not fit enough, and I also would wish to do the same. But I will tell you, Matthias Kuna has dived into it, and it is said to be helping him. Uh, he's doing it just to boost his fitness, and most recently you've seen he's a guy who is also running, and there's a lot more interesting things that he is doing on the pitch, and it's said to be one of the things that is giving him that kind of that kind of fitness that he's had for the recent weeks we have seen. Of course, you have seen goals coming from him. Um, his brilliance, of course, he's starting to also impact games, of course, after that. After the arrival of Michael Carrick, I would say. Of course, this comes after Carrick has given these boys a lot of some kind of free time, and their timetables has been adjusted significantly. They have a little more time to relax and do their other things. Of course, they recently had a very long kind of holiday before we waited for this today's match, and they have done a lot of things. Of course, you remember Lenny Yoro and Aiden Heaven in Dubai. They were training, and Bruno Fernandes travels to Portugal to watch his OB play for some club, and just chilling at home. You also saw something that happened in his living room where he assisted his boy. I don't know if you watched those clips, but it's very interesting, guys. But Matthew Kuna, this is a guy who has picked up martial arts. Of course, he's boosting his fitness, and it's already evident in him. He's built, and this is what you want for players playing for Manchester United, and especially in that forward line. You want guys who can beat the defenses, and you don't want just being mediocre with your fitness, of course. And I appreciate Kuna a lot for what he's inventing in that is the kind of mentality. Of course, when even if you had a very long holiday like what, you don't want to sit and wait for these training sessions to be scheduled. You want to have your extra that will benefit you on and off the pitch, of course. So let's dive into Senne Lammens. Senne Lammens has been praised by Van der Sar. This is a club legend. Many of you could be remembering Van der Sar. Of course, before David De Gea, we had Van der Sar, and this is a guy who was close to rejoining Manchester United on a role. Maybe I heard it was he should have been a technical director had he landed in, but he was first at Ajax, and at Ajax he suffered. Of course, there was some mental, I mean, health issues with him, where some kind of brain something. Of course, he had to undergo maybe surgery, and there was some kind of blood. Uh, almost in his brain or something. I can't explain it so better, but now he says he's better, and he had a sit down with the club legend. Who was it? Is it Gary Neville? No, no, yeah, Gary Neville, and this is a guy who is opened up about how he was about to come back to United for a role as technical director, but it was only hindered by his health issues. And I hope this is a guy who would be glad to work with Manchester United once again. And on what he has said about Senne Lammens, he praises him for that resilience. Of course, you've seen the saves. He talks about so much about the saves that Senne Lammens has done, and his presence during those match days, and his ability to also handle pressure. And he says for the past is it 8 months now from the time Senne Lammens arrived in, he has said he has had a lot of impact on those games. And he praises also his presence during a match day, where he is always making crucial saves on those balls. And he says Senne Lammens will, of course, he wishes he continues with the form and he bees United's number one choice for the next decade. I told you about how we are seeing the potential of Senne Lammens to be our first choice for the next decade, and this is exactly what Edwin van der Sar has said about him. And that is the very exciting atmosphere at Manchester United as we speak. The vibe is just high. And on Michael Carrick himself is he's praised a lot of these stars. Of course, Casemiro, he has given him also his flowers from the time he arrived. Casemiro has been brilliant. And there's a lot more going around Manchester United, and we are just speculating what today's match will be like. Yes, to justify, of course, the atmosphere, the happiness, the holiday, long holiday that the players have had, uh, and all these praises that have been heaped on some of the stars, including the academy. By the way, I hope today one of the academy boys also gets some minutes with the main team. Maybe of course the Fletchers have been featuring on the bench. Maybe today one of them will get some minutes, but it will only happen if we kill the game early. And yes, it would be interesting to see those academy boys also, including Chido. Chido is another guy who has been interesting from the academy with JJ Gabriel. They have been scoring screamers of goals. JJ Gabriel, in 17 matches, he has had 14 goals. Wow, that is insane for a player of his caliber at 15. You just want to look out for what he will be at 20. He will be balling right in here for us. And guys, that is the beautiful atmosphere around me and around United. So you just want to keep around and keep subscribing.